Hi guys, it's Danae. Welcome to my channel. On here you are going to see a little bit of everything from beauty and fashion type videos to crafts and do-it-yourself type things to book reviews. I'm just one of those who kind of likes a little bit of everything, so I thought I'd share a little bit of everything with you. And I thought in this video I would just give you all a chance to get to know me a little better, so I thought I would do the 15 weird facts tag. So let's get started. Question number 1. What's a nickname only your family calls you? Well, when I was little I couldn't say Danae, so I used to call myself Nay. So a lot of people in my family will, especially my mom, will either call me Nay or Nay. My niece also can't say Danae, so she calls me Nay. So that's one that is pretty much just a family thing. I get called Nay a lot. And the other one is when I was really little, I would not go anywhere without a book. As soon as I could read, I had books with me all the time, and somehow my mom thought that that was not cool. Not cool, but she thought that it made me a nerd, so she called me nerdy. And to this day still calls me nerdy, especially if I'm reading, which I still enjoy doing. Number 2. What is a weird habit of yours? I don't really know if you consider this a habit, but I will always eat the cake first and then the icing when I have either cake or a cupcake. So if I have a layer cake, I will eat the cake out of the middle and then eat the icing. If I have a cupcake, I will break off the bottom part and eat the bottom part and then the top part with the icing. Don't know why, I just like the icing best, so I always save it for the end. Number 3, do you have any weird phobias? Yes, I probably have a lot. There are several things that kind of make me think, this is really weird. Most people probably aren't afraid of this. One of them, probably the biggest one, is I am petrified of my car catching on fire while I'm driving it. And so if I catch a weird smell while I'm driving, I will check one of my side view mirrors to see if I can see any smoke coming out of the gas tank, or I look in the front of the car. I'm just petrified that my car is going to just catch on fire. I don't know why. I don't know anyone whose car is caught on fire, or it's weird, but I'm just very afraid that that's going to happen while I'm driving. Question 4. What's a song you secretly love to blast and belt out when you are alone? I am not the biggest fan of country music, and my roommate, one of my older roommates, she loved it, and I had to stand my ground and say we're not playing that. But I love the song Because He Cheats by Carrie Underwood, and so when I was alone, I only played it when I was alone because I didn't want her to hear me singing it and think it was okay to play other country music songs. Although I do know that's kind of a crossover, but I still didn't want to take that chance. The other one is pretty much any song from High School Musical, especially the ballads that you can really belt out. I know I'm that was way a long time ago. I'm kind of a throwback, but even now, High School Musical song comes on my iPod, I will sing it. Question 5. What's one of your biggest pet peeves? I absolutely cannot stand when you're walking in a big group of people and you're kind of walking down the street or down a sidewalk or in a store down an aisle, and people are just in the middle of the aisle and they stop and they're talking, or they just stop and are looking around. If you're going to stop walking, step over to the side so the people who are walking right behind you don't run into you or aren't held up. Just move over. Drives me crazy. Number 6. What is one of your nervous habits? Probably the biggest one is I will pick my nails, not my actual nail, but I will pick underneath them, like scrape them out, because I can't stand if it looks like they're dirty underneath, even when there's polish on them. And sometimes even when they're clean, I'll just do it as a nervous habit. And the other one is twirl my hair, especially on this side. I like to play with it and twirl it and just kind of touch it. Number 7, what side of the bed do you sleep on? Well, currently I sleep in a twin-size bed. It's a bed I've had since I was really little. Not really little. I think I was like 11 or 12. But I've had it for a while. So I just sleep in the middle because it's just a bed the size for me. If I do sleep in a larger bed, if I'm at a hotel or have to share a bed with someone, I don't think I have a preference. I think I've slept on both sides of the bed and it's been fine. Don't have an issue. So no real preference there. Number 8, what was your first stuffed animal and what was its name? Okay, so my first stuffed animal's name was Googie. I got him about a month before I turned a year old, and I can't really tell you what he is because he's not really an animal that exists. They were called Frou Frou dolls, and it pretty much is like was like a white teddy bear type animal with a really big head, like disproportionate to his body. But then they had colored hair that like stuck up kind of like troll hair did, from those trolls that were really popular way back when. But it was a stuffed animal and it was soft and his face was soft. And he's white with green hair. I mean, probably since I was 3, my mom washed him, if not even sooner than that, and so his hair's been matted to his head ever since. But yeah, that was my first stuffed animal, or my favorite stuffed animal. And he's still around. He's still in my room. So he's hanging in there. He's getting pretty old too, but he's, I'd show you a picture, but he's really ratty looking. So I won't do that. What's the drink that you always order at Starbucks? I will get a skinny mocha or a skinny mocha frappuccino. If it is in the fall, when the fall drinks come out, I get the salted caramel mocha, either hot or the frappuccino. And then once the Christmas drinks come out, I alternate between the salted caramel mocha and the skinny peppermint mocha. I will like go back and forth between them, either hot or cold, depending on what the weather is like, until they no longer have those. And then I will sadly resign myself back to the plain mocha. Although I really do like my plain mocha, it just doesn't compare to those fall and winter drinks. Which way do you face in the shower? I face away from the water, except when it's time to rinse my hair. So I will face away, put shampoo in, shave, do all that stuff. But then when it's time to rinse it out, I will turn and face into the water to rinse my hair out. Number 11, do you have any weird body skills? Not really. My ankle, my left ankle, if I move it a certain way, it kind of makes this pop. I can make it pop, make a popping sound, and my one shoulder creaks really bad. So if you touch the inside of my shoulder blade or my left ankle, you will feel me crack. But other than that, nothing that's really weird. Number 12, what's your favorite comfort food that is bad but you eat it anyways? Probably my number 1 favorite type of food that's not healthy is chocolate chip cookies. I'm obsessed. I could eat them all the time. They're my absolute favorite dessert, which says a lot because I'm a dessert person. But if we're talking regular, more savory meal type food, my favorite comfort food would have to be mashed potatoes. My mom makes the best, and I don't even try to make them on my own because I just know they wouldn't be as good as her. So whenever I go home, that's my comfort food that she makes. Number 13, what is a phrase or exclamation that you always say? Number 1 would have to be blast. I say blast anytime anything goes wrong. And it doesn't even have to be anything big. I could drop something and I'll say blast. Or I could miss a turn while I'm driving and I'll say blast. If someone is telling me something that went wrong, a lot of times I will say sad day. And the same thing, it could go for something really small that happens and they'll tell me and I go, oh, sad day. Or it could be something a lot worse and I'll probably say sad day. 14, what do you wear when you go to sleep? I am a pajama person, so I always have pajama bottoms on. I definitely prefer long pants. In the winter it's always flannel pants. In the summer I usually go more light cotton pants, although I do have some shorts. I just really like having something on my legs while I'm sleeping. And for a shirt, it's usually kind of whatever undershirt I was wearing that day. If I happen to take a shower, I'll put a clean tank top or t-shirt on. If it's the winter, I'll go more long sleeve, summer tank top. So yeah, plain regular shirt and pajama bottoms. And last question, number 15. What did you used to wear that you thought was cool, but now you realize isn't? Okay, as far as clothing wise, the first kind of trend that I really tried when I was just getting old enough to realize that I wanted to be cool and trendy, was when I was in 6th grade and everyone was wearing overalls. But you couldn't just wear overalls. You had to wear overalls with like a baggy flannel shirt, like button down, that was open over it. And I just thought that was so cool. And I thought it was so cool that I had it and I could be cool like everyone else. But yeah, not the most flattering look. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoy my channel and the videos to come, and I will see you next time. Bye!